Hello everyone, ready to dive deep into the world of a Beauty and Beast. Released on November 1991, this film has sparkless ending and discussion and ready to uncover the every thrilling detail. If you enjoy this deep dive, don't forget to hit and like button. It's really help us to grow and more incredible movie explorations and hidden gem. Subscribe to the channel now. Let's unreveal the magic behind the cinematic masterpiece. Our start, the young prince who is selfish and rude. One night, the stranger comes to his castle and asks her for a shelter. He turns her away because of how she look, but she really a powerful woman. To teach him a lesson, she put a spell on him and turning him into a beast. His coast become darker and cool, and every insight turned into the objective. The only way to break the spell, he must learn to love someone and they must love him back before a magical rose loss and his petal. No, we Belle's a small and kind girl who dive into a small village. Everyone turn thinks she's strange because she love books and dream of adventure, but Bally's doesn't mind. She just want more out of life. They are Agustin and the strong narrative man who wants to marry a Bella just because she pretty. She doesn't really care about who she is inside. Bella say no to him and they only make him to want her more. The Bella father get lost in a wooden and find the beast's kettle. He is taken precious when the Bella find out his bradley offer inside the cause. The things are magical, fortune, dark, and talk about the funny candlesticks and cost words and serious clocks, misters inside the castle. Things are magical. Adventures and dishes can talk. There are Lumiere funny candleless dinner. The Bella break the spells. At the first Bella and beat agree a lot, and the grooming use a being alone. He's sacrificed but stand up for the herself. Slowly things start to change and he's saved from wolves. She teaches him to kind. They read books together, laugh and share cute moments beat by beat and being understand each other. One of the most beautiful moment in the movie when Bella and the Beast dance in a ballroom. The songs Beauty and the Beast play. They treat girls and romantic magical and show how they are grow and each other. No, but truly love her because of closeness, her happiness over his own. Back in the village, Galston convinces to the town people that the beast is dangerous. He leads to angry Mobo to attack the cattle. There are big fight and in the end the Gaston grabs the beat but the Glaston's fall to Bella arrive just in time and Beast drive and she tells allow him. Right then the petals falls but it's not really late. Her break the cruise and the beads turn back into the prince. The kettle become brighter and love again and the hands objectives turn into the people's Bella and the prince dance together. The story ends with joy and love and a reminder that truly love comes within. The Beauty and the Beast is just a cartoon, not a just animated movie or never nominated for a Beast. So the its songs. Thanks for watching deep into dive the beauties, and if you like it, give a thumbs up and subscribe for more amazing when videos and story. Until next time, remember when the Disney released the Beauties and Bear November 22, 1991. No one expected it because of the most celebrating animated film of all the time. So the Disney already focused successful little movies 2 years ago before, but this movie was something different, something deeper, richer, and many ways bolder. For a moment open its gloaming and straining. Felt it's like a magic, not just a children, but for everyone. And more than a decade later, it's still one of those who really film and continue the enhance and cross the ages and countries and generations. Movie waste no time to groom you with the window of a hunching melody and tales told through the thrilling print a glass. We learn about the selfish young prince and truly away a beggar woman seeking shelter, but she is not a beggar but all. She is a powerful enchanter who is the punished to him cold-hearted and turn its just appearance to change. The entirely his severant become talking objective. The curtain grows drought forget, and the only way to break the crew is just learn to love and be love. Return before the Ross battle magically rose fallen. That is set up and delivers such a mysterious and elegant way to even the first few minutes feel timeless. Feeling from there, the story shifts to the bright and simple village where meet Bella as a smart and kind, book-loving young woman and doesn't cute fit in it. She talks through the town, reading and something stores and gossips, calling her odd because the dream of a fair of plays and exciting adventures. But Bella isn't interested in the fitting into the small expectations. She wants more than just a normal life, and she wants meaning and freedom, something real. That were instant lovely, and she not only the prize and waiting for a rescue. She curious, claims, and completely uninterested in the intention of the locals. Clustons are small, a handsome and arrogant man who believed the Bella should marry him just for because he is the most admired guy around. Galveston is everything Bella doesn't want, selfish, shallow, and determined control her. She not only to be a person, no, and when the Bella refused in advances again, his the frustration turned into something darker and change the forget and arrogant, not married, determined something shelter. She rules and turning into the relief something such a dark, dangerous later in the story. That one of the brighten thing about the film and characters and don't fall it easy labs way. The meanwhile the Bella fathers marry a inventor set of the showcase of one of the latest creations, but he get lost into the wooden and find himself strangers show covered castle cold sacred seeking shelter his temple inside and welcome strangely by talking condensely and cool. She is the young and how subjective. They are full of the personal hopes and warming, but the mysterious thought understanding what going on. The masterpiece of the kettles and the beats appear toning groins and look and very aware of things. When Bella discovers what happened, she doesn't hesitate. Without a knowing its danger, she ride off into the forest and find the castle and offer to make it father place. The things his choice define her strength and the coverage. She doesn't have to the damage. She simply decide to beat aggro and moment. Bella become the prison of an answer kelder beast angry and From the moment Bella became the prisoner in Hans the castle, what follow is the most of the beautiful relationship actor over the portrait screens. And first, Bella afraid, and Beast is frustration, unsure how to impact every someone who isn't afraid to challenge. He wells and talk about under it's all the start changing and slowly honestly, and Bella through the fighting remain kind. She exploring the castle, befriends and hands objectives, and slowly start to see. And honesty better through the fight and remain kind. She explore the castle, befriend, enhance the objective, and slowly start to see something more in the beast and foreign things. It's cute transformation and it's real. The beast being to soften and share a massive library. She ballads from a pack of through the laughter together. They learn trust each other. They are cute and meaningful moments that build their bond in a way that feel earned and become a moment one of the most iconic scene in the film history. Bella doesn't great and Starcast and the Golden Cross, the best weight of the bottom in the blue coat, the music wells and under dancing, the light of the glooming chanster as Mr. Potten sing for unforgettable song. The beauty and the best beats, it's just for a love story. It's a moment of acceptance, growth, connections, people who were enhanced the broken and isolates and now finding hope in each other. But in just when she seemed the likely might and chance to treat happiness, Bella learned her father is a danger, the beast, and who is truly loves her, lets her go, and knowing the meaning and crew its most selfish act ever, and letting people someone go, it's break heart and powerful sign of love. Back in the village, Galston see the chance and play the people of unknowing and convincing the village and beast is a monster who must destroy the village. Scared and excited by Galston's confidence, follow him into the wood and the torch weapons. It's a classic scene of fear overcome reasons and Galston's at his most dangerous. The final battle of the castle is thrilling and heartbreaking. The future fights the village and beats the wooding, and one of the crucial moments, Glaston's table just beats because before facing to his death, Bala reached the beats in time, and she told him in her arms and whispering, "I love you." That's all it take, and spell break. Like return, the beasts become a prince again, then cattle come alive with the color and joy. It's a perfect ending that brings a story. So, why did you bet? Tell and the beast become such a culture phenomenal part of the music? Every song from Alive and Open and Bella of the moving something there, and the chorus the out the feeling perfectly plays alone Mencken and the Howard Isham created just for the soundtrack but emotionally express the career and the story forward and feeling the animated was just a groundbreaking. It just was only the first time traditional hard work animate and animation creating allies well joined. So why did the beauty and the beast covered? The thing is connected deeper level. It's a story about love isn't about looks and fairy tales but behind the visual and music perfection. It's about seeing someone hard about choosing kind and little to bright, learn how to care of other. Bella isn't wait for a prince, she was her own person and wasn't as a typical hero. She had changed, not her, because he wants to be a better. That's why he's turning the things. But behind the visuals and music, the film connected to the triple level. It told the stories about movies that isn't about looks and fear. The movie was also a remarked turning point of for animation. It was the first animated film over the nominated for the best picture of academic rewards and meaningful and worth recognitions. It's inspiring a whole generation of animation and storytelling to him here today. More of the 30 years later, the Beauty and Beast still hold up, and released theater remade into a live action film adopted in the stage of musical cult and the countless show in a movie, but the original 1991 the version remains something special, not because it's a perfect, because it's in hearts, in its invite and the magical words feelings, and it's take your laughter, it's make you cry and leave with something to think about long and critical role. Whether you're watching for the first time of 50s Beauties and the Beats is one of most rare film that script and reveal the layer every time. The from unforgettable songs and rich characters and powerful messages, not just a fairy tale, it's a story about who we are, who can become the close and love and kindness. So if you isn't revisit it whole, you never be seen. It's all all this is the sign. Let your under the spelling. You just might to see beauty in the place, never expectations. When the beauty is pierce colors is opening movement, where we meet a prideful young prince who is expert in as a cold and Lancaster inhabitant, mysterious, discarded beggar woman show at the doors, only shelter in exchange, and the castle discussing harassment, charging, and appearance unfair. The actually the powerful actors, well, this is very interesting thing, making a trick. If the beast doesn't discover the true love and returning before the last battle falls, the course will be permanent, and suddenly the kettles are around him and target the servants into turning into the talking about the household objectives, and the boy who has covered perfect feel himself inspiring in the body, and he is barely recognized. The moment is full of the darkens in the villain's pack with the promises of the transmissions and heartbreakable and set up a mysterious begging and reveals the next scene the shift into the small village, the sunny and the simple, where we meet Bella. She's carrying the stock of her books and wandering through the lively market stall. The villagers gossip about her. They are whispers that she is old, and because love and reading rather than the gossips, and because they are she dreams a life beyond a daily course and small routines. Her favorite story of adventures and fairways base which others consider a strange, but Bella doesn't try it in faith. She's gently ignored the turnings and dreaming. When she sang Apala is just for medley, and the Declaration of Independence were cleverly behind introducing the characters Felish and as she stalks singing and we towards training and differently she rail next trailing next to the Bala story in the cast and the Burton into the town and booming confidence, admired by the townspeople for his strength and good looks and hunting skills. She turned hero and she convinced Bella should marry him because she was only edible girl and he believed she want him. But Bella seen through him. She is uninterested. She reject his acceptance, calling him a vain and shallow instead of more demanding. Glaston earlier seen and play the laugh under the surface and can see the building career. Meanwhile, Bella's father is discarded the introduction and at invader and the border criticisms and always thinking and dreaming on the trip represent the invitations and his reckless take turning and words sprinkling dark and accidentally tumbling upon beast isolated coastal and the grooms cover the magical and mysterious he is talking inside about looking for a shelter just enough to realize something is deeper. The castle scene alive and objective, the talking a move, and linear things become warmly and grossed up. Look at wires and seriously and Mr. Petals try. These are the characters feel similar effects with each other. The coastal check wands and the serious, the boards and triples their characters feel similar towards each of the personal warming, honorable, and the coastals alive. Well, move to the next point, next scene, where when the Bella come home to find the miracle goons, dozen people in the village dismiss the concern but doesn't listen unless her bright and darkness, those who is close in the fields and dangerous. She is travel until they find the sport and settler horse riding into the dark forest, the wooden close in the feeling and the dangerous. She is travel. She is finally spot the faithless coastler to the broken branches and snows his instant leave therefore the moment and deciding for the amazing things. Bella helped in the finally brought up before the fighting shares and when they learn that is impressive for her father refused the release and the tragedies recognized of her stay in the mysterious place. She say it's not dramatic, it's not clear and distribution. The beards and taken back except the heroine is released and trundled towards home just for the Bella to unreveal to the deeper cost. She isn't changed for a reasons, and yet she holds her enemies. The bears think he is a Bella as a prisoner, but the first day his castle thrilling frills and beast meals in agrees Bella spam back and with the luggage bravely enhanced objective for appearance to the both at the breakfast coastal scold and Mr. Ports and Cox and Chips watching white eyes and the powerful dramatic is clear. The beast rules with affairs and Bella is and intelligent and the servants try to build the bridges of one dishes and follow a song time, the tones and reveals and the charges and warmth behind it. When we see the crucial about the strength and the determination not broken by fear, then the privately movement the Bala discover a door leading into the ground library. She enter alone and gossips one of the books and sketching the higher than she see. It's a dreaming room, broader, better than the she imagined. He horses the better and nearly catch in the library instead of punishing his cute continue and the descents of the parties. Well, the catches her in the library instead of punishing into the goods, leathers, and step in the empty storage. When the Bella returned to the, she loved to explaining how is beautiful they are, considering I am the woman who is the more beautiful in the future. She would just want to impress the princess, and she goes to the forest and improving himself is very beautiful. But the passage of time, she is very fair and color, and hence she is look like a most back into castle, even the brink of the adventures and the lunar into the rumors of the dish be a ghost or more than the strange and celebrating of the beings is a prisoner. Someone is the curtains clashed and warming water the beast, and instead of the watching Bella's sense of the possibilities and in the air. When their music and she seen the Bistel nearly crying, soft and less fit crossing the face by the first time. She is the valuable voice. Bella gently, quietly reach out through the turning wave. That the moment make everything feel possible. But it's a happen. Bella crucials into the waste and the forgettable sectors and enhance rose glooms and water. She talks towards its emerging and beast catcher for her. She is a fairy wells and dawns, mastels, peace and fears drops in the blur of the shadow, and the angry is petal bellas and the storming and leaving the shocks and rose petals dancing and groans and the dangerous and the anchor scenes of foreshadows that the relationship isn't heading and towards the fair tale and something yet. The darker movement remain the beast returning into the bitter bella shells and the empty hells and stirring the streaming, the tone shift, the castle is turning, and not just for music courses by the fairs and regards to the first behalf ending of the electronic Norse ballad, confused and fairly brittle ringgits and really rose, and the servant whispered hope. We scenes the president glaze, we are crossing angry kindness, breathe freely. We are left hanging, wondering if they are understanding each other and if the crucial strengths and the promise of the transfer links and but towards it's just a sulfur shelter for unforgettable. The first of the end and electrical. After the Bella feels unforgettable. She lies hanging and share the kind convenience is soft and tasting. She's humble and professional. When the Bella returned to the town and could visit and the premises, she find herself caged between the two worlds. The Calliston watch from the cruise and so and encouraged. He sees Bella defend and deceive now the must act. She began to the publicly shames her father and usually the regal threats bringing one of the both, but the Bella seeing the promises she returned soon and right off the under the strange star she senses George back to the castle. Even the bring in has the dinner and Lunar burst into the lovely number all the difference as someone unique. The pastel humes and worms wandering the beers sit appearance watch. Bella loved the scenes of the possible hanging on the air when the music and she seen the pastel nearly cry. Soft and less fades and crosses her face for the first time. She's a variable Bella voice, cute and gently reach out through the turning way. The movements make everything feel possible. But then it happened. The Balia cruisers run into the west wings and forget sector. The Enchanted rose glowing under the gossip. She stalks towards emerging and besting catcher her in fury. He yells a strike down to the metal piece and tears down and disperses a blur of the shadow and anger. He pushes Bella aside and storm out, leaving and shocks the rose's petal dancing to the ground. The angry scenes foreshadows that their relationship isn't heading towards the fairy tale smoothing yet. The darker woman remains. They pierce the shift. The castle hunter is not just a magical crucius, but is a fairy and reverse too. The first half and on the electrical notes, the Bella confused and fear the beast and dying rose and servant whisper hope and really personalized crash. We are covering angry kindness and brittle. We are left hanging, wondering if they are ever understand each other, if their movement will win instant. The promises of transmission in the linears, but the path towards is surrounded in the darks and the tensions at the middle. Everything is the fragile and promises hope and the heartbreak. After the Bella feels the forgettable west, the castle feels in the heavy silence. She rides into the woods and alone, forgettable, handing her only goal is escape now, no longer creatures one. The trust she had bringing to feel the shelter and animated, but the dangers lurks in the wood as the snow falls harder. The value brings to cycle is clear, and she is not safe. The fairy in her returns at the moment. It looked like she might not it, but her force come to. She charged into the back and crumbing, glowing and putting himself between the ballas and dangers. He survived things into the life is very interesting. With the passage of time, we are listening the specialist thing where she admired the thanks cottles and patterns, the clubs and words the movement shift into her lives, and everything is special for her because the moments and circumstances are just so similar to the for her, and the dangers is the on herself. The wouldn't choose something charged as the battle to share new kind of the communication. It's soft and testing. She doors into the words and calls it dramatics. He's sorry, he's complained to his heart and they laugh and just that the tensions to being the fairy moment by the moment they begin to the trusting and other again. Their castle transformation not on the physical yet emotionally. Once they are close to the things is very interesting. The beers begins opens and they are wants to liberally and the time are changed with the full fastly. The day and the follow changing, they are talking about reading together and even eats together without aiming off the heading. They are specially to understand what's going on when what's happening. It's just because of Bella claiming the coastals and stuff, watching in the silence, the lunares and Mr. Port's whispering of love, bringing to the blooming. There's only the things gleaming and forgettable things. Then they come to the unforgettable moments in our life. The blooming isn't soft gluedens and candlelight and the blaming descending in the iconic yellow gloom. The beads is the ballad Bruce course extend at the glue's hands and she accept it as the dance and understand the girls. If everything slow down, it's just for songs and through the beauty and Mr. Ports filled the rooms and emotional. It is what descent represent. No words attraction, but the trust, comfort, cute, fragile love talking roots between two every different solos who is found commonly grounds when they turn to the thinking is something hesitate to shift. Bella is just up to the life when they return into the specific things. When they return into the balcony after the dancing, something has shifted. Bella look up at the stars and through she is some missing her father. The bears watch her face and ask it's a first wish she could see him. Then without hesitation he show her the magical mirror, a gift from the actresses, and throw it. She see her father lost in the snow, searching for her, taking alone. Panic floods her voice, and then the beats heartbreaking and doesn't something even doesn't fully understand. He lets her go. You are free, she say softly. You are not longer my prisoner. The moment is cute, but it's carry the weight of everything. Choose that come before. The best fall in the love truly, and because he loved Bella, he put her happiness before his own. He gave everything, the hope of breaking the spelling, the dream of become a man again, so she come be with her father and doesn't ask her stay. He just watch her ride away and disperse into the forecast. And back in the village, find American edge of the collapse. She bring him home, warm him hand, and nursing him back to the health. But the bringing is always ready, and Glaston growing darker by the day and made it mission in the destroy anything that stand between him and Bella. And when hearing Bella talking about the beads and seeing how much care someone snaps in him, he doesn't believe her story and doesn't care it's true. He just seen the opportunities, and he gathered the township people and twisting Bella words is terrifying warnings. He tell him them the best beast in a monster who will become of their children and must stop. He play on their fears and birds monster. We are not safe until death. Galston safe with that and move the torch, weapons, and rise as the march towards and Bella despairs and town peoples and magical mirrors hoping to stop Medless, but the mirror only proven the best existing doesn't prove it. Galston locked the Bella and their mirror, leaving them a trap while they are leading as a boiled night. Word coming, the castle once the hope of the howling ears bringing thing of distressing and destruction, and in the west the best was silently sure out the windows, and he has no longer fight without Bella, and has nothing hopper for her and give up because doesn't realize Bella is already fighting two turns with the people of Marine and the ship, who storms and every her beggar and use the invader by breaking the fells, and Bella races back to the castle forces and fears and flows. Meanwhile, the battle has begun on the most of the chronic and thrilling sequence of the film that enhance objective fighting back and Disney watering and candles come live into the castle into enhanced wider. It's funny and interest all of once, and girls turn move in the deeper inside, determined to the find and kill the best. When the guests reach the west things and find the beast waiting, but it's time, and the beast doesn't fight back and is empty, and Galston attack him fiercely, and she sued the benching and reaching Ballaston barely wrecked. But then, and the last second, something changed. Bella returns, and her and the moment everything inside the rigors and the fight of him and protected her and find strength and the battle across the grooming and the forcing dangerous bitter fuels of the raining and birds the beards and raising upper and hands and the clusters doesn't speak turns and moves not weakness but because of his change the act of the Americans values the beast is no longer and the creation it was the true stories and the Galveston doesn't accept the defeats as a Bella rushed as a balcony and the ghost claims towards her than the Gladstone behind styling beats and hidden the ballant and doing on. He lost his balance because of falling his death. The final of the crucial destruction, not only the beast Bella catch and the beast and the collapse, she begs to stay with her. Hold his force, tell him it's going to be okay. But he knowing the breath is slowing and the roses petals are nearly gone as the voice fade. She look at sea and you and back and quickly tired or seems the rose lost Leila's petals become the silent. The husbands, by all appearance of the Bellas, come over the beers, weeping and whispering that the world doesn't heed. I love you, she say them with heartbreaking and honestly everything she has, and for a moment there's nothing but the stillness, the imaginations, the large shores and the skies. The wind rush and broken by her love begin at the left, the bright to the surrounding by the golden and slowly transparent clouds become hands for become skins. It's every eyes and the last thing to change. It's just for you, she say softly and emphasized all around them and castle alive. The servant become human again, the grey skin clear and written musical and words with the story and not just within the happiness ending with the truly transmissions not just for the beast birds everything has changed. Bella help heal more than a game and she returned into the light world that unforgettable hope. She chose to see her heart, and they are truly shifted into the love without truly transformation, not just for the beards, but everyone has changed. Bella helped heal more than a man. She brought a light into the world that had unforgettable. She chose to free her heart and truly she left it. And love without need to perfection, beauties, and the beat doesn't end with the ground pronunciations and it's end with the two people and Bella and the prince dancing again the ground and glooming surrounding the friends loves and the memories everything that ensure its end with the story that tell us the beauty of its felt earning and its life just not only the forgettable descending the loves and the message for right for every moment beauty and beards open we are understanding that every chapter is shaped by the joys forgettable that makes sense is life inside as the corner is Bella extraordinary is her cute the strength and the guidance she doesn't simply exist in her village. Bella rejects a small thinking gossips confidently and she book and dream of worlds just not she's but because of the sensible person that murder set everything in a motion when her father's going missing in the wood. Bella doesn't wait for something rescue him. She on the other side, the Galson strand are perfect contractions and the reflection of what is the peace could be have been without pain. The Galston is the strong and handsome and boastful and using the power of control. At the first time, he's saying almost a harmless and local hero. He believes the Bella should fall for him on his schedule, but it's growing confidence for the hallmarks and covering the emptiness and his favorite turning prize and himself not a Bella as the story unfolds the empty sighs become a dangerous when the fears turn into the danger when the beasts appear in the Bella mirroring and Galveston rely in the village with the life and the popularity become Mobomia the charming and recklessness and the tragedies because of the downfall become a moments give a hope and unforgettable love and richer white and performance the masterful scene that the charming earlier the threatening and the bitter later and showing the fragile arrogant one is the challenging the Bella's father narrates the small kind dotted within the right of love and the daughter is clearly mentoring and innovations and the Bella's movements and Guthrie when lost and the when Bella chose the ensures him and more than the fearless duties and love and the presence of the reminder with us isn't grateful and it's just demotivation and narration accidents in the woodens everything in the motions through the less control once the action shift to the castle the influence properly Bella eventually leads to the mobile attack and training as the Bella remains the audience who truly matters and the rationing the woodel outside the Bella generally over carefully life is embodied by the villagers and named Leo Force and the monsters and the Medicare drug reigns the owner of the grace and Bella the shelter gossips and which word were sailors so some things effective for the others the jealousies and the isolated form the tones and the change and when the Galveston men plating them the turning fearful and the violent demonstration how easy the crowd too can be straighting charming and over their actor is a small and vital shows the perfect smiling for the changing when the Galveston manipulating them they turn fearful and violate demonstrating how easy crowd can be strong and the charming over the worth the actor is small but vectors they show the result plus bridles and enhance the rose and mirroring suitable characters the roses and falling petals remarks and time to pressures and the background objective plus the eclairant paleting before the encourage the things is happen falling high the breast anxiety the Bella coverage the servants and the hope and tricking clock with the emotional weight the mirroring gift by the enhanced trust become the symbol of truth and perspective it shows the Bella things behind the her stinging not a punish and the elegant its gracing agency Bella chooses see to act ultimately to save all the characters waves together and pattern to lead the transformation not easy only the individual birds a community Bella arrive shift the castles from the grooms and experience the battle loneliness and community and Bella arrive shift to and evolves and connection to the arrogant truly turns precipitation the servant find the courage to the fires mobile objective become people again the villager shelter and rapid and the course breaking through the violence but through the sacrificing and emotionally courage incoherent and change in each character by the beasting and gently Bella discovering the empty and the fear the Galveston reveal the fragment behind the Bordeaux and the castle restored the identified through the hope and transformation doesn't happen appears through the happen through each other then words make the beauty and the beast unforgettable and not only the character the sterilizing they are blooming and funny sad her hopeless that make mistake act as affairs and yet close to the betters that grows not because the fear force then because of the allow themselves to change that kind of the transformation feel real it's a feel earning and when their story music voice and animation all the servants that actors the Bella soft reliance and the beast broken grains the Clara crucial collapse is because more than the fairy tales is because a story about the healing look and what love can do how seem something beautiful inside can break the darkest spells even years later the character still alive in a people's imaginations the beast remind us the fear can be remade by the kindness. Bella reminds us courage and crucius change her life, and Mr. Port's remaining us are nourishing, and Gala remains us how the pretends threaten each of stories play. We feel the growth again. Each note in the music carry the emotions and glance animates their intention. Ultimately, the characters don't just survive a plot, they are the plot. Their inner world, their choice under pressures, and readings of forgettable murders and emotional courses. The beauty and the peace endurable, not just because specially effect, because of the bellas and beads and the castle prize banished by the pride discover a beauty, real beauty, come from what's inside. Unforgettable, the characters don't just serve a plot, they are plot. And when they watch the beauty and battles, you are starting to notice there's a fails and the tiny surprises that make a story even more magical from the beginning. Even before the character speaks, the movie quickly the start have set up and the clues that comes. For example, enhance roses is open, the scene is just a pretty flowers. It's just not a glow and shape. It's a way to remind you a beat of face is just like a rose and petals connected from the stars, and every petal falling is a reminder of a running out for him. When the strolling through her small village, the humbling her song, she carried a book that picture of a cattle and prize. The tiny thing is the book show the prize is called prize charming. Even though we all know the bear story is about become something extraordinary, something more than the unfairly tales, and the Bella talk about the wishes for a place and magical spells. She most sound like she is describing another Disney story, showing how the magical was connected to suitable way. Look the inside and battles. You sport some clave and touch animated stocks is just for fun. And Closeworth actually has a little detail shaped like Mickey Mouse and head of the vending keys, just the teeny notes and Disney famous symbol hidden where more only careful winners we will notice. And if you watch the Bella gambling starring mysterious West, most of the telling curves and to like adore these little touch remained as a Disney loved to play with the details, pairing and signature in unexpected places. The Galston himself is fully hidden, meaning when they fold the castles, if you are posed just right. His eyes form she shapes and skulls as a teeny warming that his end is where even the kills, the beats and song Gaston sings take a deeper meaning. If you are thinking it's just the song message of a fair violence and towards someone who is differently reflect the real life struggling and misunderstanding and the fear of unknown. Give the Galston action a powerful emotions weight. The Galston room are more than the pretty setting, they carry the semblance too. The West Wings where the Bella hands and hands the rose is just for a forehead blaze and the symbol of is a battle inner and the darken and the secrets of the hidden, but it also hold because it's where the horses and powerful strong and where they change the happening the enhance itself rose and the heartbeat of the strategy eating the battle falling is just about the time is about hope less and enhanced chance for a love to grow in many senses. You can see the rose reflection or a shape claving hidden in the background remaining as a clave that curves as well be tricking. Even a small characters like Mr. Petal, Luminar, Glowcrops and Ship carry their own little secrets. They are more than the funny objective. They represent the hope, friendships, and royalty. The lunar bride slams it isn't just like it's a symbol of the wearing optimized that keep in the kettle's lies. Misreports and caring voice comfort both the Bellas and the beads, showing the power of the kindness even in darkness time. The chips innocent crucials for love and change often come for the smallest place. The Bella village is full of the tiny details. The name is Valencia is a tribute of original author of Beauties and the Best Story. Showed how movies honors his roots. And the objective Minard's works are little and hint about the Disney stories too, like small, elegance, and the teeny places, and the remains viewers Almeida. These are the details connected beauties and the best begging, bigger magical words, sharing a universal wondering and adventure. These funny features become the ghosted and scene is a beautiful example of the cake design for inspiration. They are the small Disney and styling and isn't for fun inspiring the old Broadway newsring where the dance and move the perfect pattern creating the shapes and energy the animator want to make it's a clear feeling like a magical great celebration show how the smallest things come alive with a teeny and magical. The Bella Golden Bella groom is associated specially originally designed and wanted her dress to be pinky, but they choose instant because it's a feeling warming and strange. It's just like a Bella's hair. The golden colors make the Bella grooms move around the with the mix of handed crowns and the computer animations and backgrounding to make the scenes like a wedding right them and made the scenes like you are the right there them. Some of the most suitable touches are in reflection and the background. For instance, in the West Wings, Bella reflection is actually animated with the care, even though the most viewer would notice these small efforts, how much you love and detail want into the making the castle feels free. There are the stories and calcing hidden and behind the fairy tale. The fairy violence in the film can be seen metaphors for the onlookers to treat the don't understand the Galvestons and the villager fears of the base speak and real fear were the difference and changing. The movie gently encourages us a look deeper to the fine kindness and understanding instead of the judgment. Finally, even the voice and music seekers, the songs are written by the Howard Ashman who was facing his own personal battle with the creating them. The feeling of hope and fear, love that pure out in the music concept note. Absolutely here, smooth, easy flow, deep into the hidden details and the Easter egg in the beauty and the beats written naturally as a following story and simple friendly language. No listen or links, just discover a fun when they watch your beauty and the beast closely the start noticing its feel for the teeny surprises that makes the story even magical. For the beginning, before the characters speak, the movie quickly set up a clues about what come. For example, and Hector Rose's the open scenes is just a pretty flower, just actually glooming and shape in a way that remind you a beast face. It's just the roses and the pastels are connected to the start, every petal falling in the reminder of a time running out for them. When the Bella trolls through the her small village, the humans are hymning her songs. She is carrying a book that picture of a kettles and a prince. The funny thing is the book shows a princess card. Prince is charming even we all know about the battle isn't typically Prince Charming at first. It's a little hit and secret message that story is about become something extraordinary. sometime more than the unusual fairy tales. When the Bella talk about wishing for a fair place, a magical spells, she almost sound like describing another Disney story, showing how the magical words connected to suitable way. Look at closely inside the brittles and sport some clave touch and animation. So stuck is just for fun. The clock's Costworth actually has a little detail shaped like Monkey Mouse had on the winning key. It's just a teeny and Disney famous symbol hidden where only careful viewers will notice. And if you are watching a Bella climbing a staircase to a mysterious West King, when some of the ringing can crew look at the upside stone monkey, even the Galveston big movement at the castle, including hiding manking above the doors and letting touch remind as a Disney love to enjoy with the detail and sparkling signature unexpectedly placed. Galveston himself is full of the hidden meaning when the fall of the castle. If you are posed just right, if his eyes from the shape of a skull, it's a teeny warning that is the end or is near. Even they kills the breast and song Glaston sing take a deeper meaning. If you are thinking about the song message of a fair violence and towards someone and who is differently reflect a real life struggling with misunderstanding, a fear of unknown, and the Galveston action, a powerful word. The castle room are more just a pretty setting. The carry symbol to the west wing where the battle find the inherit. Dr. Rose is just a scary, forbidden place. It's a symbol of the beast's inner darkens and the secrets he hides, but it's also hope because where the course of power is strongest and where the change the happening in Hunter Rose itself like a heartbeat of a story. Every petal falling is just about time. It's about climbing hidden in the background, remaining that the trust is always tricking. Even small characters like Mr. Pors and Luminaires Gypsy and their little scenes, they are even small characters, more objective and represent the hope and represent reality. And light is a symbol of warming optimizations and the costly life. The Mr. Pors claim the carrying voice comforts both Bellas and Beards, showing the power of kindness even in darker time. Chips, innocent, crucius remind us a love and change of only the smallest piece. The Bella village is full of the teeny details. The village name is Valencia, is the tribute to the original author and the beautiful little. The Bella Golden is a special, originally designed, wanted her dress to be a pink bird. They are choose for intense and the feeling is strong, less like a Bella. The wall turn grooves and makes a bowl of cranes poopers.